Welcome to Petticoat Junction. It's time to talk about Donald Trump's massive L's for the week. It's Friday. Let's go. Now, we all know that you don't like to pay people who do work for you, and you really don't want the government to do it either, even though Congress gets to decide that. You went to the Supreme Court to make sure you didn't have to, and the Supreme Court said, ew. And then you announced new tariffs on Canada and Mexico, even though last time you announced tariffs on Canada and Mexico, you didn't get anything from it. And not 2 days later, you had to walk back the truck part of it because people here didn't like it. And then by Thursday, you had to walk back pretty much all of it, even though you got absolutely nothing from either Canada or Mexico. Why'd you have to do that? Was it because of this? Speaking of rich people who are losing tons of money, Elon Musk sent some Doge bros to the U.S. African Development Foundation, and they just didn't let them in. Those itty-bitty little bros said, we're coming back with U.S. Marshals, and all the employees said, okay. Another Doge loss. The USDA has to rehire 6,000 employees. Ouch. Doge also lost a court case brought to you by 22 Democratic attorneys general blocking you from stopping NIH funding. After all of those court losses, plus several more stating that his presence in the government is probably illegal, Elon Musk is doing a walk back faster than Michael Jackson. He's frantically calling lawmakers, telling them to stop blaming Doge for all the cuts that Doge has done. You had to convene every member of your cabinet and tell them with your mouth that they were in charge. Well, Elon stood there and watched you. Oh! Just kidding, you guys. Do what you want. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. You're in charge. Totally fine. And then the GOP senators called Elon Musk up to the Hill and said, hey, not sure if you remember this, but cutting up spending is our job, and we're going to be doing that. Get wrecked. Of course, they went out to the press and said very nice things about you and Elon Musk because they don't want to get primaried, but they're obviously pissed. Imagine being scolded by Rand Paul with that hair. Oh my God. Meanwhile, all those people you fired are filing class action lawsuits. 6 already, 15 more coming. And people are so annoyed with what you're doing that your colleagues in Congress are starting to tell people to please stop calling them. Please stop calling me. Oh my God, please stop. I don't believe we will, bud. I don't believe we will. 29 Republicans crossed the aisle to defeat an anti-trans bill in Montana. We're just going to marinate in that one for a second. And it turns out you can't gaslight an entire country into thinking Vladimir Putin is a good guy. Not even the members of your own party. It's okay, babe. It's nothing I'm sure several rounds of golf won't fix.